So here we go. So this is the second catch of the year. Trap 6. Same procedure. Moved it the night of the catch up here. Put it on their permanent home and location, facing the same direction. So they came up here Saturday night. They sat Sunday. Now we're going to move them. I drank some of the syrup. Again, I do the transfers into the hive body during the day. When there's less foragers, less bees home. They're angry at night, so they tend to be calmer. This was a good sized swarm. It's 5 frames packed. Hopefully you can see that. Oh, one of them just went down with lots of pollen. When I remember, I try and put this trap at the entrance. Try and help with getting them in here. I will give them some honey frames. Figure out the frame configuration once I get them in there. Go ahead and put in my honey frames now. I know those are going in. And they're going to the outside. These are from a dead out last year. They had 80 pounds of honey and yet still managed to starve to death. And I'm almost out, so, of the honey frames. So resources come in handy when you're catching swarms. This is only going to boost them that much quicker. So it looks like my bait comb was second from the back. And I let my smoker go out. Man. So let's see what we got. Sorry for the view. I see drones. So festooning. Well, I hope that those aren't a large amount of dead bees in the bottom, but I had suspicion that this trap was going to have a hard time holding this swarm, and it looks like I was right. So there's started some comb, and I'm glad I'm in here. because it looks like this swarm trap might not have been level. I don't like the look of one of those, the start of one of those combs. But they'll fix it. I'll make sure that this colony's level before I go. Okay, that is almost to the bottom, that wax. I'd bring it over, but the queen could be on there. That is amazing. They almost drew out a full frame in less than 2 days. This thing is packed. All right, so one of the things I noticed before was I always assumed that the debate comb was for the queen to immediately start laying. This is just covered. But what I've since observed is that they will just deposit a ton of nectar upon arrival. An absolute ton. Oh, good Lord. All right, so this was a plastic foundation that they have completely drawn out. That's almost 2 full frames and what is pretty much less than 2 days. If you leave your traps and they're not level, or worse than that, you're not running the correct number of frames with the correct bee space, you're going to have a mess. You are going to have a mess. And I don't like messes, and I don't like wasting resources. So now I just gave them 2 starter strips. Again, I'll make sure that this is level. And then a 3rd starter strip. Center your frames. They're going to get sugar syrup with the same kind of feeder that's on here. But before I forget, although judging by the workforce, I don't think there's any reason to think that they need this. This is a Hive Alive pollen patty. Quarter of a pound over the brood nest. I'm going to use this temporarily It's an empty medium. Because this is ridiculous. Ridiculously good. Prop it up. I'm causing some chaos, but I like their temperament. So I just use that medium as an oversized funnel. "20 minutes, this will be all calm. And hopefully they'll all be in there. I don't think I've ever really showed these feeders. So reservoir holds the syrup, cup upside down, makes sure it's secure. There's only a little lip or a little opening at the bottom after that cup's in there for the nectar to flow. Inside on that cone is perforated or textured so that they can grip it. And depending on the level of the syrup, that's how far they go inside this cup to retrieve your syrup. This is the other swarm. Last time I checked, they were doing good. I do sell Hive Alive products, Grand Rapids, Michigan. I gotta get my smoker going for the rest of the chores. So they only have one plastic foundation for 10 frames. All right. I will close off that entrance some. Close it off 3/4, leave a quarter open. Just in case there's any curiosity from hornets or neighboring colonies or anything like that. Same thing I did with that one over there. That one doesn't look very strong, but you know, you got to remember it's 21 days before they have any born, and bees are dying every day. So, but last time I was in there, it looked really good. Those down there are going crazy. So anyways, seems good. See some pollen. Hopefully the queen was on one of those frames. But you'll be able to tell in a little while, depending on what they're doing. So you want to see fanning at the entrance. You want to see them letting everybody else know, hey, this is now our home. And then when the foragers come back, of course, they're going to come high. And then you're going to get confused because it's not here. And then they're going to park on the front, walk around till they find the entrance. I also try and do this early enough in the day to make sure if they come back late, they have enough time to complete that task of finding the door. Same procedure. Nothing new. But I thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, share, hit that bell if you could. I'd really appreciate it. And if you are interested in seeing beekeeping on swarms, you know, make some comments, let me know. I know there's a ton of beekeeping videos or channels out there, which makes a ton of beekeeping videos, but if there's an interest in that, I certainly would be willing to crack open some of these previous swarm catches and show you what's going on. Such as that honey producing machine that was run as a double deep through the winter, and then that one was limping. That was a very, very late donation of a swarm in September. That ran as a single deep through Michigan winter, and both of them are in spring honey production. And I would imagine that monster one, I'll be checking it today, but there's got to be something that's ready to come off. So I'm probably going to stagger those boxes like some people. Leave a slight opening in the front between two of the boxes offset so they can access those honey supers quicker and easier, and it's going to be hot. So if they're going to be hanging out, I want them to have the room. I don't want any swarm thoughts or anything like that. So anyways, that's it for now. Gonna check some traps, see what's going on. I appreciate you. Thanks for watching.